Be honest. Have you ever kept a random, complicated-looking spreadsheet open on your screen just in case your boss walked by? Or maybe you've aggressively typed absolutely nothing just to sound productive. Don't worry, you aren't alone. In fact, a recent survey found that a massive percentage of remote and office workers spend hours every week performing what experts call productivity theater. But why do we do it? Why is it that when we have no work to do, instead of taking a well-deserved break, we put immense energy into faking it? Today, we are diving into the psychology behind pretending to be busy at work. We'll look at why it happens, the surprising mental toll it takes on you, and how we can break the cycle. To understand why we fake being busy, we first have to look at how we are rewarded for being efficient. In psychology, there's a concept of behavioral reinforcement. If you do something well and get rewarded, you do it again. But in many corporate environments, the reward for finishing your work early is more work. It's often called the efficiency penalty. If you prove you can do a 40-hour job in 20 hours, your boss isn't going to send you home with full pay. They are going to give you the work of your slower colleague. Psychologically, workers quickly learn that extreme efficiency is dangerous. To protect themselves from being overloaded and burning out, they artificially inflate the time a task takes. You aren't lazy. You are engaging in self-preservation. You are pacing yourself to survive a system that demands constant output. There's also a deeply ingrained psychological link between presence and value. This is an industrial age hangover. Back in the factory days, if you were at your station for 8 hours, you produced 8 hours of value. Knowledge work doesn't function that way. A brilliant idea might take 5 minutes of thought but bring in millions of dollars. Yet our brains, and our managers' brains, are still wired to evaluate worth based on time in the seat. This creates a breeding ground for imposter syndrome. If you finish your tasks quickly, your brain whispers, "If this was easy, maybe I'm not working hard enough. Maybe they'll realize they don't need me." We pretend to be busy to prove to others, and to ourselves, that we are valuable and necessary. We are using visible stress as a metric for our own worth. Here's the wildest part. Pretending to work is actually exhausting. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance, the mental discomfort you feel when your actions don't match your reality. You are physically relaxing, but mentally, you are on high alert, constantly scanning for threats, like your manager. This state of perpetual anxiety leads to a phenomenon known as Boreout. It has the exact same symptoms as burnout: exhaustion, cynicism, depression. But it's caused by a lack of meaningful stimulation combined with the stressful performance of faking it. You are draining your mental battery running a background app called Looking Busy. So, how do we stop the theater? If you are an employee, start shifting the conversation with your manager from hours to outcomes. Ask for clear deliverables. When you meet them, be transparent about your capacity, but set boundaries. You can say, "I've finished the weekly report. I'm going to spend the next hour reading up on industry trends," turning dead time into sanctioned learning time. If you are a manager, you have to stop rewarding presenteeism. Judge your team by what they achieve, not how stressed they look while doing it. If someone finishes early, let them log off. I promise you, the loyalty and actual productivity you get in return will skyrocket. The need to look busy is a completely rational response to an irrational work culture. But once we understand the psychology behind it, we can start changing the rules of the game. Have you ever suffered from bore-out or caught yourself acting in the productivity theater? Tell me your best looking busy story in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of our everyday lives. See you in the next one.